Hey family, thanks so much for joining me. So I wanted to bring another reading. Um, this is a timeless reading, could have already happened, could be happening now, could happen in the future. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Don't try to force it to fit. It may be a reading, but it may not be. You can claim this as your own. So this can be a manifestation reading. All you have to do is claim the information in this reading as your own. Um, Sometimes I'll say divine feminine and I mean divine masculine. Sometimes I'll say divine masculine and I mean divine feminine. Use these terms as they apply in your situation. If you'd like to work with me on twin flame stuff, um, or astrology readings, things like that, feel free to reach out to me. My information is in the description below. I'd be happy to talk with you to see if we would be a good fit to work together. I get my information from God and the Holy Spirit. I don't use any cards or anything like that. If I left anything out, um, I'll try to sprinkle it through this reading. So let me get into it. So one one thing that I wanted to talk about is maybe for you, divine masculine and divine feminine. Um, Maybe you have a partner who is torn between you and another person, and it's tough because they know how amazing you are. They know the value that you bring, but they also have ties to other people. Um, So it may take them time to figure out what they want, what's going on. And in the meantime, you may go no contact and you just may cut it off and you may not be into it because you won't tolerate someone seeing someone else. Um, and that's the way it is. It, it just, there's a quote that I saw that said, this is someone else that was on TikTok. I don't know her name, but she says, basically, when your commitment to your standards and your future is stronger than your emotional ties and your desire for people to like you, that's when people will stop playing with you. And that is true. Um, Sometimes things like how much you love a person, or, sometimes our desire to be approved of, or, for people to like us, clouds our judgment. So just make sure that you are not getting caught up in something like that, that you're actually choosing yourself and you're with a partner who's actually going to choose you as well. They're not trying to hurt you. But it it really is important because for both of you, either of you might be in a situation like this, divine masculine or divine feminine, or maybe both, where you feel like your partner knows you're great and you're valuable in their lives and you add value and they add value to your life and all this stuff. But again, they might be confused, you might be confused. It just depends. Um, on the situation, but again, you may find yourself cutting them off because you're saying no, you can't accept them being with someone else, so they gotta choose. Um, and for you, maybe it breaks your heart because you know what you could have been, how amazing you could have been together and all this stuff, but it's sort of like you choose again, you're choosing yourself, and that's important for you. It's not always easy because you feel like, well, what about, maybe I misunderstood, or maybe no, just things are like clear as a bell sometimes, and you have to accept it for what it is. Now, there are situations that you're in where maybe the person is like leading you on and breadcrumbing you, and you don't know. Now that's different. It's not clear, and you're like, okay, wait, let me revisit this. Maybe it was this, maybe it was that, but this, if if the person really loved you, they wouldn't want you to work that hard anyway to understand what's going on, what they're doing, what you mean to them, and all this. And so again, just choosing you instead of a person who's cheating. And again, you may have to go no contact. Um, and for you on, I mean, for either of you, it could be divine masculine, divine feminine. Make sure that you treat people the way you want to be treated going forward. Um, some people have a guilty conscience, so they might not want to talk. They might not want to hear what you have to say. Um, because when you start saying treat people right, you know, basically what you're asking for is a person to treat you right, treat you like they want to be treated. Things happen to people who don't do right, and they know that. And I'm not, I don't understand why people continue to do that stuff, knowing that, things have happened to them before, will happen to them again, because they keep playing with someone like you, or someone who's treating them right, who's trying to be nice to them, trying to be kind, trying to love them. And this is the way that it, you know, that it that they do people sometimes. And then you start to understand why things have happened to them before, because you're thinking, okay, they came to me with the sob story, like these people treated them wrong, and they, did all this stuff. And then once you start to see how they treat you, then you're like, that's messed up, because it didn't even have to be that way, but it is what it is. um But that's what I would say for both of you. Maybe you're experiencing this where you're with a person that, unfortunately, they're sneaking around doing some stuff that they shouldn't be doing. And maybe it's hard for them to choose, and maybe they need to be able to sit with themselves and figure it out. But you don't have to be a part of that. Unfortunately, people behave badly sometimes, and that's just the way it is. um, but it's it's okay. It's just sad sometimes to see things happen this way. Um, but for both of you, again, it's important for you to choose yourselves. A new person can be coming into your life that's going to make you an offer that's amazing. They're talented. They're brilliant. They're, financially very successful. They're building, businesses, and um, you'll get to be a part of that. So I think it's going to be an amazing journey for you, and you'll see. I think this has been affecting, for whether it's happening to one or both of you, it's been affecting your energy. And now you're finally getting out of it. So that's important for you. Pull your energy back, take care of yourself, choose yourself, and unless it's something that you agree to, don't put yourself in a situation where you're a third party or whatever, and they're with someone else and they can't make a decision. Okay, well, you choose yourself, and they can decide whatever they want to do. I think if you respond a certain way, they're going to have to respond a certain way toward you. So hope this information was interesting and helpful for you. I want to bring you some more videos soon. I'm signing off. Um, as always, I say the golden rule: treat people the way you want to be treated. Treat people right. If you want something good to happen in your life, treat other people right. But I'm signing off. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, as always, happy lightning fast manifesting. And I'm going to talk to y'all soon. All right. Love y'all. Bye for now.